Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I think the bubble has burst, or the dam has burst, whatever you want to call it. The bubble has burst, and even liberal progressive media, mainstream liberal progressive media, are saying enough with the gender swapping and on everything. You know, I heard a story about what was that show, Krypton, which I saw. Did I say that right? Because I think Krypton. No, Krypton. Which I quite like Blake Rickson in as Brainiac, but not much else about it, right? But there was a story that Jeff Johns got in a real trouble there because they wanted to cast General Zod's family as in, you know, entirely black, which I thought actually was a pretty good idea. Great actress. I really like the actress who played the main Doddy person, whatever her name is. She was in the very, very good episode of Black Mirror, Shut Up and Dance. Perhaps one of my favorite episodes of Black Mirror. Anyway, but then there's all about Superman's grandson, right? And so then they also wanted to cast a black guy as Superman's grandson as well. And Jeff Johns like, well, isn't that a bit weird? And he got into so much trouble about that. But I think the bubble, as I said, might be bursting. So we're going to look at an article from The Guardian. Guardian is unreadable garbage. I normally pick up articles from there to laugh at, take the piss out of. And I think I'm probably going to be doing the same thing right now. Even though I think they're begrudgingly coming round to this point of view of, like, not everybody's a woman, and not everybody has to be a woman. And if you ever have a man or something, they don't have to be incompetent or evil, and sometimes they can be white, incredibly. And so, maybe that's going to, because why? It's because all this like platforming that our media has been doing over the last few years has just made bad TV shows, bad movies, and people are kind of sick and tired of it. YouTube's doing well, baby. YouTube's doing well because it's one of the few places you can go to get entertainment like this, away from the mind-numbing banality of whatever the blue check marks on Twitter tell you that you have to submit to next. Fine. So before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'd be freaking great. Can you hit the share button? Also great. Subscribe. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now, YouTube is back on its shenanigans. I was really doing well the other day. And I think they took, 10 people off me? Like, I don't know. Again, I live in a state of constant amazement that I'm subversive. I mean, listen, I think I'm reasonably subversive. I think I'm a bit weird, right? But I don't think I'm subversive. But apparently, listen, I grew up reading 2000 AD. They just ingrained itself in me. So like, share, subscribe. Give the middle finger to Google when they try and stop different voices coming out there. And I really don't know how much longer this part is going to continue for. But like, share, subscribe, all those things really, really help. And comment. Let me know what you think. I will always endeavor to reply to you. If you go to the trouble of commenting, I will go. I'm actually very grateful. I actually am genuinely very grateful. People who subscribe and comment, I will go to the trouble of replying to you. Like, why wouldn't I? I'd be kind of dickish of me not to. Fine, like, share, subscribe, comment. Also, go check out my Indiegogo. So hopefully this is going to press early next week. I'm a little bit behind. I got to. There's a couple of like little bits of technical stuff I need to do, and I want to do it yesterday. But I'm sick. I'm still sick actually. I'm sick since like Friday. I know it feels like I've got a fever, but I took my temperature and it's like 36, like perfect, boom, 36 right on the dot. I'm like, I guess I don't then. That's what the science says. But anyway, it slowed me down a bit. But either way, this is going to print next week, and it's two freaking awesome graphic novels because I want to fulfill this baby. We got biblical, Bible stories, atheists, gracious, rationalists, and rogues, and we have the Imperium. A love letter to telefantasy of the 1960s, and just a bunch of awesome extras. Noble Savages for the male gaze cars. You name it, it's all there, baby. And I think we're going to do more male gaze on my next campaign, which is ready to go as well. I just got to get this to the sodding printer. So, right, we got about a week, less than a week to go. if you want to back it, go check the video notes. Any tier will be fantastic. Like I think I'm like $6 away from 8,500. So if you can be the one to put me over the edge, that'll be fan-dabby double dozy. What is not fan-dabby double dozy? The state of media today, and now finally, the Guardian agrees. So this is an article by Mark Lawson. I've never seen his Twitter. My guess is there will be quite a lot of Orange Man bad in it. Okay, that would be my guess. It's a prejudicial guess, and I might be completely wrong. Maybe we'll look at it after we read the article. And honestly, happy to be proved wrong. Now, it's not good, by the way. They get Jodie Whittaker there. Jodie Whittaker, and Jodie Whittaker is right there, like front and center. Jodie Whittaker is, I think, one of the worst offenders, right? She's just so bad at this role. I look, if you like her, God bless you. Is she? I think she's worse than whatever. What's her name? Sneaker Green. Burnham, Michael Burnham from Star Trek Discovery. I think she's worse than that. Honestly, I think she's not just the worst person to play Doctor Who. She's even the worst woman to play Doctor Who. Yeah, we had Joanna Lumley in The Curse of Fatal Death, Arbella Weir, Big Finish Unbound, and I think, and also Jo Martin. All of which superior to Jodie Whittaker. The core of Doctor Who is you got to be an anti-authoritarian authority. She's a conformist moron. So, not really working. What next? Del Trotter, Del Girl Trotter, has gender swap TV gone too far? Yes, it has. I mean, it's. I'm surprised they haven't done a Del Girl Trotter. And here's the thing. I just find it so evil. And I mean the word evil literally. Evil to say men and women are interchangeable. No. Men and women are unique. They're wonderful. And they're, generally speaking, they have feminine traits and they're masculine traits. I think they complement each other and neither is superior or inferior. But to say they're interchangeable is just nonsense. And we see this why through all this insanely banal entertainment that just doesn't work. Because when you say that gender is non-existent, it doesn't connect with the people watching it who are almost universally human beings for which gender is a central part, I say a cornerstone part of one's psyche. The gender and sexuality, I think, are cornerstone parts of anyone's psyche. After Doctor Who, Sherlock Holmes, Rumpole the Bailey is the latest character to switch from male to female. That's a terrible idea. Oh my, that again, it's just like not the character at all. They're not interchangeable. However, for many series such a flip seems inconceivable. For what series is it inconceivable that you can't have a woman play a male role? I'm surprised they don't have a woman play Prince Philip on The Crown right now. Following Jodie Whittaker's turn as the first woman to play the lead in Doctor Who, Millie Bobby Brown's feminized Sherlock in Netflix and Enola Holmes. Didn't realize it was Millie Bobby Brown, who's in freaking everything, right? Okay, fine. I think I quite like. It also had what's the name in it? Superman. What's the guy's name? Henry Cavill. And I really like. I think I like Henry Cavill. I kind of like Millie Bobby Brown in pretty much everything I've seen her in. She was in the latest Godzilla vs. Kong, and she just spent the entire movie being a kind of irritating bitch to like this fat boy who clearly wanted to sleep with her. Right? So, like, that was her arc, like just being mean and okay, whatever. Another leading screen character will switch from male to female in 2022. Horace Rumpole, the battle slow-tack barrister who proved one of TV drama's most vivid characters from 78 to 92, will be reimagined as a female lawyer in a new take on Rumpole the Bailey. Oh, God, no. No! It just sounds... I mean, you know what it sounds like? The Queen Latifah Equalizer. And whenever I see the trailer for it... Is that still going? I wonder if that's finished yet. Whenever I see the trailer for that, I feel like I'm watching a parody on 30 Rock. Right? Is there something like, this is a stupid thing TV people do? Queen Latifah as the Equalizer. And it's just so stupid that you think that nobody would ever do it. Welcome to 2021, baby. Stupid is the new vogue, baby. Ever is in vogue. female to take on Rumpole the Bear. The update for the most famous character created by novelist QC Sir John Mortimer, who died in 2009, is currently being written by his daughters Emily, who scripted BBC One's The Pursuit of Love, and Rosie. Okay, I should check out The Pursuit of Love. It had what's the name in it? The girl from Downton, the super hot blonde girl from Downton, not the super hot brunette from Downton who died in ended season 3. They replaced it with another super hot girl. This time's blonde. So I like the super hot blonde girl. Firstly, I think I liked her in a bunch of movies that she's been in since, and secondly, that she ended up with the Jewish guy in Downton. I'm like, okay, baby, yeah, I'm on board. Totally yes. So I don't know how I got talking about it, but never mind. Gender swap Rumpole feels the boldest attempt of this kind so far. The Doctor is naturally shapeshifting, having taken a dozen very varied male forms before Whittaker. Well, yeah, but she was shit. I don't want to tell you. She was cast just because she's a woman. Oh, Pursuit of Love. That's why I was going. She was in there. Lily James, right? Lily James. But she was just cast because she had a vagina. It was only because she was a woman. She had no aptitude for the role whatsoever. As is evident by whenever you see it. They're going to do this new series. They had finally released a tiny snippet of news earlier this week. That it's good. This 8 episodes they're filming is going to be one story. Now I don't know if that means it's going to be because if it's going to be 6 episodes because they're supposed to do 2 as specials according to unconfirmed reports from the Daily Mirror, and then Jodie Whittaker will be regenerating. My guess, regenerating on a cliffhanger. Now, is this story going to go through the specials as well? Because it seems like a dumb idea. You know what? I mean, is that necessary to say when it's a Chibnall idea? It seems like a dumb idea. Firstly, if you make it a complex serial, then people coming in episode 3 will be like, I don't understand. I'm going, bye, not interested. And so you're blocking people from being able to jump into any story. And so it's not like you had an abundance of viewers to start with. You've been hemorrhaging viewers pretty much since you started. So can you imagine if they do this 6 episode run and then you got to wait or whatever it is, like a month or so before episode 7 of the story, and then you got to wait 6 months or a year before you get the last part. No one's gonna how low are these ratings gonna get? Oh man, I hope they get 100 million. That would be so delicious. That would be so. I hate to be a bit of a dick about it, but it would be so delicious. And Brown was not playing, as it were, Sheila Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes' sister. For me, that was fine. I've seen a lot of spin-offs from Sherlock Holmes, which are kind of silly. Sherlock Holmes is his smarter brother. The Beaker Street Irregulars. Contrasting, Horace was a very male figure in a legal system dominated men, thrusting younger QC's grunting judges. Okay, fine. Also played by Liam McKern in the ITV series. He was a Clara and Sherritt chap. Sexistly frightened of women, who nicknamed his wife She Who Must Be Obeyed. Yeah, I forgot about this. I mean, I don't think men and women are interchangeable. I'm sorry. I just don't. I think that's a very masculine, grumpy thing. Now, you can get a woman to play it in a very masculine way, but what's the point? Why, to tell us that women are people too? Most people know that women are people too, right? Most people are aware of this weird situation where women are, in fact, actually human beings as well. The only people who don't know are people who work in the entertainment industry. As such, the biggest decision for the Mortimers is to what extent Horatio Rumpole will share appearance, personality, and dialogue with the McKern version. For instance, will she be back in the flat? Will she have back in the flat a He Who Must Be Obeyed, or possibly ignored, or even shared her life with a she? She's almost certainly a lesbian, isn't she? I mean, if she's black, she's going to be a lesbian. It seems to me the way the demographics work out in entertainment is that 100% of black women are lesbians, right? I don't know how black people have babies, because I don't know how they can find anybody who isn't a lesbian. Do you want to have a baby? No. I'm too busy munching carpet. Okay, well, there you go. Maybe we'll try you later. Crucial also is the original character, first seen in the BBC One play from today in 75, being an Old Bailey hack, a barrister refusing to seek promotion to QC, a loftier, more lucrative briefs in favour of taking cases from the bottom of the pile, emulating Mortimer Rumpole preferred on moral grounds to defend, not prosecute. It's been years since I read this, right? Since I saw Rumpole Obey. I'm actually getting like kind of nostalgic to watch it right now. I started watching Minder last night. Man, I haven't seen Minder in like at least a decade. And, how do I have this sixth sense to pick out the dirtiest episode of Minder? Like, most of it's taking place in a strip club, and there was a lot of boobage going on there for, what was it, 83 prime time. But okay. I wasn't complaining. The newspaper that broke the news of the transpose show suggested Lily James. Lily James as Rumpole. Okay, I'll just talk about Lily James. She's the super hot blonde girl from, woman, I would say now. From she was a girl in Downton, okay? The super hot blonde woman from Downton, who's thin and svelte, and no, how on earth would Lily James be able to be this big, fat, old curmudgeon Rumpole? I mean, it's so stupid, it's beyond belief. Like, you need kind of like an older actress, Maggie Staples of blessed memory, who was in a bunch of audio Doctor Who's. She could probably do it, right? That's the sort of look that you need. Lily James, Keely Hawes as possible casting for Horatio Rumpole. That would be a figure closer to the elegant and successful Philidia Erskine Brown QC, played by Patricia Hodds in the original series. Yeah, listen, it's a game of Kaplunk, essentially. When you take out one straw of like, oh, we're just going to do this, then you've got to take out a bunch more to make it work, and it just doesn't work. That's the problem. I forgot Patricia Hodge was there. She was great in that. Mortimer's characterization of Rumpole. As I say, this guy, this is what happened. I worked out what happened. This guy doesn't really care about Doctor Who or Sherlock Holmes or Star Trek, but he likes Rumpole on the Bailey, and finally it's come home to him. Finally it's something that he loves is being destroyed, and now, oh, we're going too far! Yeah, mate, listen, did you have any empathy for any other group that had, their personification of their perfection, of their affection, mutated like this? No, I bet you didn't. There was Mortimer's character Rumpole was strongly connected indebted to another Sir John, Shakespeare's Falstaff, the Scottish what is this word? Sagacious? Sagacious? No, I heard that word. I don't know what it means. Sagacious figure embodying a vanishing England. In that model, a Mrs. Rumpole would be something like Mistress Nell Quickly, the baldy innkeeper who runs Falstaff's favourite tavern, for whom most logical casting would be Miriam Margolis. Oh God, no, I can't stand it. Listen, it's a personal thing. She's Jewish and she's so anti-Jewish, right? She is so like, Hamas wants to kill Jews, and the Jews want to stop them, so the Jews are the bad ones, right? And that's Miriam Margolis. Screw you. I mean, like, I don't know how she became a like this high level of the English acting profession. Strikes me that she had a bit part in 6 episodes of a beloved sitcom 40 years ago, right? And then she was an extra in Harry Potter. That really is Miriam Margolis's resume. I don't know what she's doing now, but that's essentially, her biggest hit. An extra in Harry Potter, a couple of Harry Potter movies, and a bit part in a sitcom 40 years ago. Very good sitcom, nonetheless. The suggestion is that the series will be updated to present day with female barristers outnumbering the men, and there are 2 female Supreme Court justices. In that scenario, obviously, in that scenario is potentially dramatic purchase in casting a woman lawyer who, like Horace, refuses to seek silk or higher promotion. You mean like have it like the original character, not like completely change it, right? Don't do that. Okay, and is determined to represent defendants on the lowest end of the spectrum. Most obvious Shakespeare model for that for that category is Erskine Brown, nicknamed Portia, who was but alternative nicknamed Portia, but alternative name would be Beatrice and Much Ado About Nothing. Why are you like? Are you trying to show off? Oh, I know Shakespeare plays Much Ado About. Yeah, very good, mate. I've seen one or two too. Dream couple for a Mrs. Rumpole will be Anna Maxwell Martin. Who's Anna Maxwell Martin? Let's see what happens when I click on this. Opening a new tab. Let's have a look at this new tab. Who's Anna Maxwell Martin? Okay. Really? I've been management. No, I'm happy. I don't want to. This is from when? A couple of years ago. Anna Maxwell Martin. I've been bullied by other women in the industry. In fact, more so than I have by men. Oh look, women are always like, the biggest bitches in the world. So who is she? Who gives a crap? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's her, whatever it is. So the Dreamcasting. He likes Anna Maxwell Martin, whoever she may be. Because TV production tends to trend, yeah, because nobody has original ideas, they can't think for themselves. The question arises: which other classic characters might be cross-written? But a complication is that while society aims to become less gendered, no, society doesn't aim to become less gendered. We have a teeny tiny clump of people who have their boots on the neck of society, insisting it becomes less gendered. Most society is quite happy being a boy or a girl, right? 99% of people are totally fine with it. But a gender television drama and comedy, especially the past, is often very binary. The past is often very binary because human beings are very often very binary, right? We live in this weird clown world. It's the Queen Latifah Equalizer. When I watched that, as I said, looked like a parody, but it's real, and that's our lives. And we live in parody now. It might seem tempting to reboot Frank Spencer. In some others do have him as Francesca, but Raymond Allen's scripts are a comedy of a hapless masculinity. Oh, masculinity is bad. With Michael Crawford's character struggling to match the stereotypic expectation of being man. A version in which a clumsy, clueless woman tries and fails to do a man's work will feel unavoidably sexist, and even more so than the 70s original. I think you just talked me into it now, right? And they do that all the time, right? They do this like gender swapping all the time, and it always comes out that they say women are stupid. Look at Doctor Who, right? The Doctor has always been portrayed as the smartest guy in the room, the guy who knows what's going on and can deal with most things and is ready to roll. You know, like, again, an authority. She plays the Doctor like a bumbling moron because she doesn't care, in my opinion, right? Oh, God, how much longer is this? Too long! Oh, man! This Guardian, right? Well... Is it this one? The original. Similar risk would afflict inversion of Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, listen, this happens. This absolutely does happen. And so they change it and change it, so it's unrecognizable, right? Version of Only Fools and Horses and Minder, a series about London chancellors that reflect the rise of Thatcherite entrepreneurialism. I think Filthy Rich and Catflap probably did that better. I learned there's a crazy thing. Yeah, the Filthy Rich and Catflap was basically Young Ones without what's his name again? Mike, the guy who plays Lord Kiv in Trial of the Time Lord. It was Rick Mail was this like C-list star. Ada Edmondson was his like thuggish bodyguard, and Nigel Planet was his sleazy agent. So there's a line in it once where it was like, so it was talking about, I don't know, trafficking young girls into prostitution, and somebody, I think somebody says it to him. He says, "No, it's called stage school, darling. Stage school. You know, and I get a benefit from the government for for each person who goes in it. The Iron Lady looks after small businessmen like me." Okay, Delilah Del Girl Trotter and her sister Rhoda or Anthea Daly, who with her husband referring to him as him indoors, and minded, or was it Teresa McCann? Like, why? I'm amazed they haven't done this yet. Like, why not? Like, again, if you watch TV now, every woman can every like 5'2" woman can punch out a 7-foot guy made of muscle, right? That's never a problem, right? Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when then people start doing that in real life? It's not good. I think it probably have actually. Will be intriguing. Teresa McCann will be intriguing acting exercise, but the figure of the spiv or the tout was historically male. If reversed, heads in the direction of satire fantasy, like again, like The Equalizer, or science fiction. It also applies to revivals of Sopranos, featuring Tony Soprano, God, and West Wing. He's basically just fantasizing now about people ruining things that he likes, right? So now it's a problem. There is, though, one Rumpole-like makeover I'd like to see. Watching Kate Winslet in Mayor of Easttown, and she's that grand people. Kate Winslet might be good as Rumpole. I think she's still a bit too pretty. And coming to the conclusion that it was the most magnetic TV accent since Alec Guinness in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Well, that's good. That's pretty good. Fantasize a remake of the John le Carre spy drama with Winslet as Georgina Smiley, a mole hunter in the British Secret Service in the 70s Britain. No! Make them set it in present day. You can only have all these like gender sort of things set in present day, because once you set it in like in the 70s, in the 80s and 90s, it looks ridiculous because it was not like that, and I know what it was like because I was freaking there. While many remakes are updated to explain the female protagonist, there have been since as early as the 1920s occasional women in hierarchies in British establishments, like Margaret Bodenfeld, Labour's leader, first female cabinet minister, Mervyn Pike, her equivalent conservative pioneer, or Millicent Bago, a precariously powerful woman in British intelligence. Yes, but of course women weren't allowed to do anything before 2018. And nobody was emancipated before then. John le Carre's, I made said the word John. Le Carre's character, Connie Sachs, was based on Bargo, and any distaff spin on the scenes in which Georgina seeks counsel. God, this is just making my head hurt now. Seeks her counsel. Producers might make the confidant into Cornelius Consact. Whatever. But now, much more interesting to her, Connie, is the implicit ex-lover making Miss Smiley one of them, those rare, influential women in post-war. Okay, why not just write something original with the females? Like, why do you have to call them? Why do you have to infest another piece of work? Just write an original character. At this point, write original characters, and then you have creative freedom. But no, it's not about creativity. It's about social engineering. It's about and we really do see that now, don't we? I mean, like, there's no real way of avoiding it. Making Miss Smiley one of those influential women post-war Britain, whose single status was attributed to death of finance in World Wars. Their private life sometimes necessarily secretive. As the best investigators, Sherlock Holmes, in Dervin Morse, Hercule Poirot, Superintendent Hastings, Mayor Sheehan. Again, why not just make new characters? It's because you don't have confidence. Here's the thing: men and women are not interchangeable, and a female lead will often not bring people in the same way a male lead, right? And also, they don't want to take the time. They don't want to take the time to build up an audience, because they don't have any time. They got to convince people not to be bigots. Listen, Donald Trump was president 6 months ago. They got to convince people. Really? Okay. I mean, they like, what again? Why not do something honestly? I don't know. I know it's a scary word for them to say, but why not try that? tend to be outsiders and loners because of the workaholism and reluctance to trust anybody. For Smiley, to be the only woman in the upper reaches of Circus HQ will be a dramatic ramp up to the character's isolation. Why again? Why not make this an original piece? Why call it? Why are you calling it Smiley? You change your first name, change your last name too, right? Set it the same, do it exactly the same. Yeah, but then you have creative freedom. But that again, that. There might be mileage in a new version of Edge of Darkness where Detective Ronald Craven, probing the conspiracy that killed his daughter Emma. Joanne Wally, blimey, she must have been young. A woman investigates her son's death. The family dynamics are significantly different. Yes, so why not just make it something new? Why not? Again, no. Listen, I can understand why the people making Rumpole the Bailey want to do Rumpole the Bailey, because they own Rumpole the Bailey and they want to get a TV show made, and the best way to get a TV show made is by gender swapping, you know? Potentially enticing for those who remember Charlotte's Angels is Charlotte Angels, with a tough woman demanding various tasks of subservient men. Again, I can't believe that hasn't been made. Potentially satisfying an inversion of the sexist formula. How is that satisfying? Again, if you think sexism is bad, how is more sexism less bad? No, it's because you think power is good, and that's it. You don't really have any moral value. You don't have a moral value saying this is good, this is bad. You have I'm out of power and I want to be in power, and that's all it is. That's all it is. Although the concept has arguably been already done with Dave Mester's Ransom's That's Life. Oh, are you trying to be funny? Because you're not succeeding. As a ratio, Rumpole might warn, sometimes there are laws or social trends that can't be altered. Yeah, so let's look at this guy's Twitter. I'm going to see who he is. Maybe he won't be orange, man. Maybe he won't be like all... oh, no, I don't want to... I do not want to... I don't want to tweet it. Bloody hell, I want to... how do I get back to the article? There you go. No. Mark Lawson. Maybe I click there, but we can find something else about him. Okay. No, I don't want to support The Guardian. You know, I want to not support The Guardian. Is there anything I can click on there? Do we have his, like, links? Who knows? Who knows? From the coronation to the crown, how Prince Philip fell out of love with TV. Who cares? Yeah, listen, I got nothing about this guy. My guess is he's probably very Orange Man bad. He's probably been flag waving, and they just come across a show that he really likes. They got a gender swap, and he's pissed off about it. Oh, well, again, this is why the tide is slowly turning. Sooner or later, everything somebody loves will be changed, and it'll be awful. We had Star Trek, we had Doctor Who, we had Star Wars. Now they're coming for Rumpole of the Bloody Bailey, right? Rumpole of the Bloody Bailey. Honestly, I don't think Enola Holmes was gender swapping. It was a new character, but whatever they want to do. But the one thing they definitely do not want to do under any circumstances, anything original, right? Anything original. If you like a bit of originality, go check out Indiegogo. Firstly, look at that film. See, you know, I think you know, female representation is very important, which is why I have them very much so. And there's a lot of Nicola Bryant represented there. You're welcome. Do go check out Indiegogo. It's only got a few days to go. Links in the video notes. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. You are Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.